And even dreaming, they reminded me like when I was so sick and visualizing one day to be back out here and watching the Olympic Games, saying I want to be on that one day. And so now I'm like, I get this opportunity. Let's make the most of it and have fun. When I was 18 is when I was really believing that I was going to be like able to make it in this sport. The year before, I actually raced in competed in the Youth Olympic Games for the first time, and I was silver there and third in the mixed team relay. And then like a couple of weeks later, I was actually third at Junior World Championships. So then the following year, when I was 18, I had one more year in the category. So that year, my goal was to win the world title. And so I actually went then early on in the spring to go race my first professional triathlon race, just to kind of feel like move up that next level, get experience there. So then I was more prepared racing guys who were better than me than when I went back to my category in the final year of juniors. And so I went there and I actually surprised myself in everything I did there and actually had a pretty good race, and I was stoked because I was like, all right, we're in a great position leading into this year. We still have so much like we can build on until for the Junior World Championships. And 2 days later, I had my mom's a nurse. She saw this lump in my neck because I was sitting, and so she took me to the doctor's office that she works at. I didn't think much of it, and got testing done, all this stuff. And the next day, we got a call, and my parents then called me home because I was out and about somewhere, and they sat me. I walk in there at the kitchen table, and they said, "You have cancer." So then we didn't know at the time what it was. We figured some kind of lymphoma, but 2 days later I had a biopsy, found out it was Hodgkin's lymphoma. Sounds weird, we were kind of celebrating because we knew it was really curable. So we at least knew it was a straightforward path. I mean, I was gonna have to go through 6 months of very intense chemotherapy to get through it. And it was a rough battle going through it, but I made it through pretty well, and kind of then thought, I'm done. I beat cancer, let's get back to the triathlon thing, because I always had this passion and that's what kept me driving through it. And it's been quite a roller coaster of a years. There's probably been, since from here to now, I at times never thought I would actually be here today at the Olympic Games and competing in triathlon and being almost in contention for a medal in an individual race, and now for the mixed team relay. So it's been quite a whirlwind of an event since then, but I'm glad I never gave up. I'd say there were 3 hard moments where I almost walked away from this sport that I can vividly remember. One in 2013, one in 2016, and one in 2018. And I had a couple people during different periods of people that talked me into saying, just hang on a little longer, do this, give it one more go. And boy, am I glad I listened to them. But they're the ones that have backed me and been supporting me, teammates, coaches, friends, and specifically my family as well. You know, I put my post out yesterday just about the race, and I was like, it's everyone that's backed me, everyone that's been behind me, the community behind me. It's been overwhelming of like great support this year that I've had through. I've received so many letters, so many notes, so many messages of all these people who have been a part of this journey since I was that little kid to now, and hearing from people from all realms of my life on different areas and stuff. That was where I was like, that's kind of what drove me yesterday in the competition. I was thinking through everyone that's played a role in this, because I wouldn't be here without it. I kind of hit a new spark, and I've been a new athlete. So like I say, I'm 28 now, but I feel like a 23-year-old body, because it's like the improvements that I've been having these last, even just a year, crazy. I see it as a challenge, and I can take it, whatever is going to be thrown my way. I'm said, bring it and let's make it happen. So I just see it as like, there's no limits, and that's kind of how I've now seen it. Once I made this Olympic team too, it's just like, it's been a lifelong goal, and there's been so many ups and downs, and it was just one of those like final competitions where I'm like, you know, I can handle anything at this point. It's like that comes my way, and it's just a test of, it's all perspective. It's how you handle it and deal with it. So if you have the right mindset and put it in sculpt it in a view that you can accomplish it, you can. And even if you like maybe fall short, but you know you've done your all in that way, you can at least sleep at night and be at peace knowing you did everything you could, and that's all you can ask for in the end. And there's, like I said, how I'm going about these Olympic Games, just no regrets.